my dear mother-in-law. As we were leaving Jericho, we saw a man sitting by the roadside begging. I later learnt that his name was Bartimaeus, son of Timaeus. As we were going past, he kept shouting out, "Jesus, son of David, have mercy on me." I was getting really irritated by his shouting, as he was disrupting what Jesus was saying, and I kept missing bits. I was obviously not the only one, because I could hear people in the crowd telling him to be quiet. Not that it had any effect, as he kept shouting. Suddenly Jesus stopped. He turned towards where Bartimaeus sat and told people to call him. Bartimaeus jumped up and willing hands guided him towards Jesus. I was rather taken aback when Jesus asked him, "What do you want me to do for you?" My initial thought was, what a silly question. I felt it was rather obvious. Of course, any blind man would want to see, which is what Bartimaeus asked for. And now Bartimaeus not only has his sight restored, but is part of the crowd following Jesus from place to place. It is only now as I reflect on what happened that I have a better understanding of why Jesus asked that question. He was giving Bartimaeus a choice. When Bartimaeus called out, he was taking a risk that Jesus might ignore him, or that the crowd would silence him, or he would lose his place in the community. A risk that his new-sighted life would not be as comfortable as his old one. Bartimaeus could have remained a blind beggar, but now he has to earn his own living and take on responsibilities in his family and the community, worshipping in the synagogue and the temple, and everything else that a Jewish male with no disability must do. When Jesus asked Bartimaeus, "What do you want me to do for you?" he could have answered, "Make me richer, a new cloak, more friends." Instead, Bartimaeus took the risk of changing his whole life. I wonder, if Jesus asked me that question, what would I answer? What risk would I be willing to take? How would you answer that question if Jesus asked you? Must go now. Jesus said it's time we headed for Jerusalem. I feel that this may not be a good idea, but we can only follow and see. Lots of love, Peter.